Hey, I'm Angela with Energy Into It. Thanks for being here today. Today, I'm going to do something new that you haven't seen before. I'm going to talk to you a bit about the 5D, 3D split. Okay. I am a psychic medium, consciousness mentor, intuitive channel. I've been doing this work as a second career for the last 15 years, 15 and a half. I trained in psychic school in 2010. I've been doing this work ever since. So one of the things that you'll get to know about me, and my students and clients know this about me, is I tend to give it to people straight. I very much abhor a lot of the dogma that comes from the neo-spiritualism that happens in my industry. And so I don't even like to call it the 5D 3D split because it's not how I've ever conceptualized it. I feel like it's created a lot of stress and hassle for people. I feel like a lot of people have capitalized from it, right? Just all of the kind of icky underbelly of what can happen, right? With clickbaity stuff and perpetuating these concepts that are based on kind of fear and mystery and all of that. So I am going to be sharing more of dispelling things from my industry or really just giving it to you straight how my guides bring it to me. So I was excited today because today my guides were like, okay, today we're going to talk about this 5D, 3D split, Angela. So what they said to me, let me back up. Part of the challenge is that so many humans have conceptualized this. I'm talking since like 2012, 2010, 2008, when they were talking about the big shift. It was the shift, and it's changed names over the couple decades that it's been going on. But it's been what everyone's alluding to. When we hit this point where a lot of the planet is living in the fifth dimension, which is unity consciousness, togetherness, loving your neighbor, it isn't all love and light though, right? It's about kind of being connected, recognizing that none of us are separate from source, God, however you like to conceptualize that or perceive that, the universe. It also means that we're not separate from each other, that we're all united and that we're all one. And then the 3D is the dimension that we live in, right? Where we can sort of everything that we can, it's very material, everything we can smell, touch, see, and hear, are said to be kind of three-dimensional constructs. The fourth dimension in between that holds the energy of the psychic messages and mediumship messages. A lot of things move along the fourth dimension. I call the fourth dimension the dirty dimension. It also happens to be where when passed on loved ones go, the templates of them go for us to be able to access while we're alive. They tend to go to the higher echelons of the third dimension, lower echelons of the fourth. The fourth dimension is also where I don't channel fourth dimensional guides because I call it the dirty dimension. That's where you see a lot of guides and reptilians and things that are still subject to the dualism that comes up out of the third dimension. When you get to the fifth, start to get away from that. We're all one. It's less binary, less dualistic. And so I channel beings from the fifth dimension and above, and I bring through higher frequency messages, higher dimensional messages. And I've been trance channeling since January of 19 and doing it very, very regularly. So you've got someone that's experienced, that's ethical, that's a direct communicator, that's articulate, sharing a lot of these channelings with you and this information with you. All right. So now to the message for today. The way that Spirit explained it to me is that it's less of a split, and it certainly isn't arbitrary, and it's more it's our fields, our individual human fields, starting to coalesce and unify more and starting to attract more like-minded, like-valued people, humans on the planet. So it's a suggestion that it's happening more by kind of attraction and energies kind of vibing together, frequencies vibing together and coming together and forming communities. That is more what's going to happen. They indicated very clearly we're going to start to see it happening more in the beginning of 2027. And so you're going to kind of get it more and feel like we're embodying it and living it more in early 27. This year is still a lot going on, a lot shaking out, a lot that all of us are releasing. But that's what Spirit said. And they showed it to me as kind of like our fields, like being attracted to people's energetic fields. So truly feeling more of a frequency connection with people that you encounter, and then choosing to do things like start a co-op or work in a community garden together, what have you, right? So it's about how us individuals, how we wield kind of our good human frequencies, how we treat each other, how we move through the world, how we are in relationship to our values, right? The 5D 3D split is less about like being psychic or connecting to spirit and God. It's more this concept that we're all connected to source, and that what we would do to one of us, we do to all of us, and really kind of power to the people and coming together. And so you're going to be experiencing that more of a coalescing, Spirit's calling it right now in my ear, coalescence of different fields. So you're going to feel as if, if, let me back up. This happens with me too. I get ahead of myself and speak really fast. If you like recently moved to a new location because you felt called to that and you felt like it's your new place, but maybe you haven't been making as many friends or you feel like things are a little kind of slow and quiet, not really panning out in the ways that you would like to, or the ways that you felt called to move to this location. Early next year is when you're going to start seeing the evidence and really feeling like there are more people in your neighborhood that care about the same things, more people that are being friendly. You're able to sort of see and understand and get to know neighbors and different initiatives in your community that align with your values and move in the direction of those things that feel good and align with your values, right? That's really what this is about, is forming into those more higher frequency groups. So it's less of a othering, right? Oh, the 3D, oh, the 5D. It's more of a coalescing of energy fields and people starting to kind of like, I'm going to use the word migrate, but that could be not moving where you live, but just moving towards is how I'm using that word. People will be sort of migrating and moving towards and attracting each other differently and forming communities and different initiatives from there. All right. I am always happy to kind of call BS on any of the stuff that is clickbaity in this industry. It is not how I run my business. It is not how I'm of service to others. So you'll see more of these kind of dispelling myths or different theories and ideas that come out of this field that I work in, this metaphysical and spiritual self-help field, according to my guides, kind of giving it to you more straight. A little real talk, straight talk is what I'm feeling like this could be called. So this is a straight talk video. I hope you all are doing well. One last thing I will mention is that if you click on the link to my website below, I'm running a channeling circle Friday night. I still have a few seats left. It's very small. It will be capped at 15 people. There will be group messages and there will also be an individual messaging portion at the end. Short segments, but everyone will receive personal messages too. So that's happening Friday night via Zoom from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. You can click the link below to register. Next Wednesday night, June 3rd, I'm running an auto writing class as well. 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern via Zoom. So hopefully I'll see you in a workshop if you would like to do that. Otherwise, take care and I'll see you here on the channel soon. Thank you. Bye.